So the last thing, man, just the COVID, we ain't finished. Anybody thinking we finished? We ain't finished. Man, here in Dallas, it's bad. I probably lost 20 patients, easy. And I'll jump on the website. You'll hear guys, oh, no, none of my patients have passed away. It's like when I talk to optometrists. Hey, man, how many low tension glaucomas did you pick up last year? Oh, well, none of my patients have glaucoma. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I got you. All right, next question. Okay, so anybody thinking that we finished, that this thing's over, it's just you're wrong. And kind of my observations, just like my observation on what private equity is doing to our profession, what it's already done to it. It's created a little small group of super millionaires. That's pretty cool. I don't know, but I don't think they're going to do anything with it as far as the profession of optometry goes. So it's almost like a rich athlete. They just disappear. They don't do nothing with the money to keep it. So I don't think we're going to see an optometrist that just got $10 million give $2 million to an optometry school. I don't think that's going to happen. So I don't think so. Man, but the COVID thing, I can't remember, because I'm talking rapid fire. I can't remember what I said a couple of months ago when we talked, but I continue to have patients that are suffering death, and I'm the optometrist. I've had the privilege of being in the same central part of town for 37 years. So I've seen the same people, the same families, the kids, the grandkids, the great-grandkids. I've seen everybody. Okay, I've been to the house. They bring me food. They call me if somebody had a baby. They call me when people die. Okay, I'm that guy. I get a call a week. Hey, Dr. Thomas, we just want to let you know Harold passed away last night. Okay, hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Okay, I get that call every week. There's optometrists don't understand that. These young guys, they don't understand that. Guys on one-year contracts, they don't understand that. Okay, guys working for ophthalmologists, they don't understand that. Okay, they're missing. That's their loss. It's a privilege. So I got to tell you, that has increased about a zillion times. Where I just the one that sticks in my mind, the most recent one, is some lady I had coming in, nice lady, about 75 years old, Hispanic lady. Her and her husband would come in all the time. Photobiomodulation treatments, all kind of dry eye stuff. He had glaucoma, so I would see him all the time. We lived in the same little city here in Duncanville. I see him at the store, Tom Thumb. Hey, how you doing, Guadalupe? I mean, she's 76 years old. He's about 80. But they, young and spry in spirit, and move around, driving around. Just a perfect couple. Been married 50 years. The whole shebang. Kids, grandkids. The American dream. And so this lady came in for, I think it was her 3 or 4 month checkup. And I walked in the room, and she was sitting there like she always is, made up, hair made, like she almost going to church. She would leave the house without her makeup on, had her rings on, the whole shit, just looking good, for a 76-year-old lady. And I walked in the room, and I'm like, Guadalupe, I go, where's your husband at? And she looked up at me, says, he passed away. I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I just saw you guys a couple of months ago. And she goes, yeah, right after that, he got COVID. I'm like, no way. Okay, I done heard that like 20 times. Okay, wow. I'm tired of it.
Are you getting less of it? Is it decreasing because of vaccinations, et cetera, or is it the same rate you're getting?
Yeah, it's less than it was back in January and February. It was ridiculous then. It was ridiculous. A lot of death, man. A lot of death going on. Lots of death around here. So that's just a new thing. You kind of got to get used to it. It's a different vibe. But overall, hey, people got to, the rest of us got to keep going. I was at the cafeteria. I was at South Dallas Cafe 3 weeks ago. Man, I almost had to shoot a guy. I was so pissed off. And they had to calm me down. This knucklehead walks in. We waiting in line at the cafeteria. It's an old school cafeteria, like your Boobies or Whites or something. So we're waiting in the serving line. Everybody's got a mask on. Everybody's observing 6 feet. And this guy walks in. This young brother walks in. He's loud talking, and he had his mask on when he walked in. But as he walks up to the serving line, he took his mask off to talk to the servers. And as soon as he did that, the server's like, "Sir, put your mask on. We can hear you." Okay, so he put his mask on. He kept it on about 10 seconds. Then he wanted to say, "Okay, well, what?" Act like he ain't never seen some soul food. It's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Hey, man, it's chicken fried steak. Where do you grow up at? What are you doing?" So he's asking about stuff, and every time he asks about stuff, he takes his mask off. Third time he did it, I'm like, "Hey, man, put your damn mask on." she done asked you twice, and I'm asking you one time. Put your mask on. And he put it on, but I had my gun on. I had my hand on my gun in my pocket when I said that. Because, what if he'd have pulled a gun on me? I got to be ready for that. So I got to decide, do I want to risk my life, pull out a gun, get in a gunfight, because this knucklehead won't put a mask on? And the answer is yes. Okay? That's who you're talking to. Okay? And the instant I decided to challenge him, I had to decide to prepare for a response if I didn't get the response I expected. Okay?
Well, the moral of the story
around here.
Moral of the story is if you don't wear a mask, you're more likely to die.
One way or the other.
The cause is uncertain.
I didn't want to be on TV that night, but I'm just tired of it, okay? Zero tolerance. I'm zero tolerance on this nonsense. I see too many people die. Hey, man, put your mask on and get out of here.